Shalom and greetings from Jerusalem. People ask, are the Noahide commandments only 7? Because if there are only 7 commandments, what we call mitzvot, that is not much. But more than that, especially when we realize that 6 are negative commandments, which tell us what not to do, while the 7th, to establish courts, is not relevant for the private person. So another step, not it's only so little amount of mitzvot, we don't even touch the private lives when we speak about Noahide laws. Noahide stays without guidance, without getting close to God, without doing any active relation in God. And it's bringing the individual without any meaningful life. On the other side, we know that our lives are very complex and they consist with birth, maturity, marriage, sometimes divorce, death. Those are things that are giving us the rhythms of life. Are there any ceremonies for circumcision, bat mitzvah, conducting wedding or divorce, guidance how to do those things? We must clarify those matters.
And it shall be at the end of the days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be firmly established at the top of the mountains, and it shall be raised above the hills, and all the nations shall stream to it. And many people shall go, and they shall say, Come, let us go up to the Lord's mount, to the house of the God of Jacob, and let him teach us of his ways, and we will go in his paths. For out of Zion shall the Torah come forth, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
We propose 2 answers concerning how to organize Noahide life. 2 sources, 2 wellsprings that giving us the strength. The first one is from the inside. It's called natural morality. Our sages said, Derech Eretz, natural behavior, came before the Torah. You can't give the laws of God before behaving in a normal behavior. No society, whether it will be the nation of Israel or on Mount Sinai, or maybe it will be the Noahide who are going out from the ark. No society can receive the commandments of God without a moral, cultural, and even technological framework. For example, it's impossible to write a divorce without the prior invention of ink and paper. So those are the things that we need. And therefore, it is necessary to first be at the Derech Eretz stage, what we call the natural morality, natural behavior, to be in the right way, how to relate one to each other. Only after Derech Eretz become a success in the family of patriarchs of Abraham, the Torah was given to Israel. And in the same way, we can say similarly that only after Derech Eretz came to the Noahide family, this is when God gave them the 7 commandments, not before that. And that is that every person needs to adopt a moral lifestyle and rituals that give a basic rhythms to his life. After adapting this fundamental milestone, this inner behavior, we can, after this, I will say, natural morality, man can expand his practice and to include more than just the 7 basic commandments. And we see, for example, in the Talmud, the books behind of me, we find 28 or 30 Noahide laws, not only 7. And in our rabbinical literature, it is growing up to many as 50 that Noahide can keep. We're explaining everything in the Brit Shalom book, and soon I'm going to say a few words about this book. And the number is even higher and higher, as we can see in this book. Those are not absolute requirements, but more, I can call it some sort of a proposal that Noahide can adopt from the Hebrew shelf, to take what is suitable for everyone, for the individual, for the society or for the culture which he belongs. It depends. Thus, we can conclude that those are two sources for expanding Noahide life cycle in a holy way to get connected with God. One is the natural morality, what we call derech eretz, normal behavior of people want to each other. And the other is for one who has entirely accepted the 7 mitzvot to burden and to expand them for more things that God told him to do or told us to do, and he can get related with God. In our Brit Shalom book, in this book, we explain profoundly in detail all of this, and you can find it, you can take it. And here, this series of videos, we would point out and teach 5 different stages of life, how to behave on them. Okay, the first thing will be, what is our approach with newborn baby? Is it a festive event or it's a tragic one? And on this issue and more, we will speak in the next video. This series of video, Rabbi Uri Sherkie, the president of the Noahide World Center, gave, and you can find it in Hebrew. And we are giving it now to you also in the English language for your convenience. Blessings, greetings, shalom from the Israel land, blessings from Jerusalem, and hope to see you soon here. See you in the next video.